If there is something that is very painful, is waiting for a calf in a period of 9 months only for it to die within the first 2 months. It is a very painful, it is a very depressing. And I know most of farmers have found themselves losing calves in the first 5 months. Today we are looking on how you should manage your calf from birth to weaning in order to ensure that you have a successful herd and also minimize all prevent mortalities. But before we dive to the end, ensure that you like this video, ensure that you save, ensure that you share it so that you can help us reach as many farmers as possible. Also, don't forget to check out our website farmworks.co.ke. Here we have a lot of farming guides tailored, all personalized to help you with realistic solutions. The first step is timely assistance during calving. This is non-negotiable. Majority of cows tend to die during calving, and especially in cases of dystocia or where the cow has difficulty in calving. Farmers may be reluctant to call a veterinarian to come and help calving down in extreme cases of dystocia. Some assume all wait, assuming that the cow will complete the process, but it doesn't. And when it does, or when the veterinary arrives, the calf is already dead. This is one of the major cause of early calf mortalities. And it's very painful losing a calf after waiting for that 9 months. Now, recognizing signs of difficulty and intervening promptly not only ensures a smooth start to life, but significantly contributes to the overall health of the herd. Now, jumping to the second reason is colostrum intake. This is a factor that most farmers must take. Actually, the calf should be fed with as much colostrum as possible in the first 30 minutes of being born. Now, at this time, the calf has the ability to absorb as much antibodies and other components found in the colostrum that will help in its growth. The more amount of colostrum the calf undertakes in this period, one, enhances the immunity of the calf. Number two, it helps in faster growth. And also remember, the amount of milk this calf will produce in the old age is determined by how well it takes colostrum in the first 6 weeks. So the farmer should ensure that he has given his calf as much colostrum as possible. And the good quality should be at least 6 liters per day, at least 6 liters per day in the first 1 or 2 months, and then thereon the farmer can reduce subsequently. In the event that the cow does not have enough milk or the cow dies, then the farmer may introduce the milk replacers. However, as a caution, farmers, we usually advise you, don't milk all the colostrum from the cow instantly. This is a huge risk and this is a huge mistake, because when you milk all the colostrum, maybe 20 or 30 liters, and you're excited that this cow has produced 30 liters of colostrum, what happens next? These cows fall because of you've withdrawn all the calcium from the system. So you should milk it gradually. Let's say 2 liters, 3 liters, and then you give it to the calf, 4 liters, and then you give it to the calf. Actually, the best way is to allow the calf to suck the milk in the first few hours or even the first day. And in most farms where this has been around, cases of mastitis or oedema are very low. Very low. So how much and the colostrum that you feed to the cow, it determines the growth rate. And remember, if you reduce this milk poorly or withdraw this milk poorly at the second month, you find this calf starting to develop some complications or even stunted growth. So ensure that you give as much colostrum as possible. This is the only secret to good calf. The other factor that contributes to calf mortalities is poor housing or poor comfort. Now, a calf pen should be clean with dry bedding. Always maintain a clean and dry bedding environment. This is paramount. This not only reduces the risk of diseases such as colds, but also encourages calves to rest comfortably, promoting growth and overall well-being. The calf pen should also be well ventilated. Do not underestimate the power of poor ventilation. A well-ventilated barn, especially during colder months, minimizes the risk of respiratory issues among your calves, contributing to a healthier environment. This actually poor calving is also a bigger contribution. You find the farmer puts the calf in a colder area, in an area with poor ventilation. The calf ends up developing respiratory complication or even pneumonia. And within the first few months, within the first few days, the calf dies. I have witnessed farmers losing calves within the first day. The calf was delivered in the morning, but in the evening it just died. Either because you didn't give it colostrum very well, or, and especially more in these cases, you find the calves dying the following day because the farmer placed the calf in the calf pen, which is poorly ventilated, and because of cold and direct wind and all that, the calves end up dying. Another stage that the calf dies is during weaning. Now, this is a secret to weaning. Before you introduce or you withdraw the milk should be withdrawn gradually. That is from 6 liters per day to 3 to 1.5 to 1 and to a half per day. Do not withdraw all of it once. Withdrawing all of it ends up developing complications such that weak legs, the calf does not wake up, the calf does not rise, and you end up reintroducing the milk again. Let me know, have you ever lost a calf? What mistake did you do? Do you have this challenge of calves dying? Let us know how we can really help us and you can really help you. And don't forget to follow us